What is up guys, welcome back to my new video. It's always me, Johnny, and today I want to talk about my trip in Prague that I stayed for 1 week, and especially I want to talk about how much does it cost me to stay there. First of all, I didn't went alone, and the trip was in February, so actually it was before the pandemic. In fact, after we came back, 1 week later, we had the entire lockdown here. So luckily we had no problem to came back and to stay there in Prague. So that being said, let's go through all the expenses and see how much it costs for a week. So first of all, I'm gonna say that we just organized this trip like a week or two before we left, so that had an impact on the prices, of course, and especially the flight price, of course, because we just booked 1 week or two before we took the flight. And by the way, all the expenses are gonna be divided by 2. I'm gonna do all the math for you at the end of the video, so don't worry about that. Anyway, let's start with the prices. So for the flight in first, we just took a round trip from Rome to Prague, and we spent around 200 euros. So all the prices are gonna be in euros because I'm living in Europe, of course. And then after that, we had to go to our stay. And so the apartment was a few kilometers from the airport. So we had to pay an Uber, and it was like 16 euros. So nothing too much expensive. I mean, talking about our stay, the apartment was near the center and we had like everything we need around us. I mean, I think this was the best apartment we got in our travel. For now, I'm gonna show you how it was. I mean, not the exactly location, but I'm gonna show you the area where was the apartment. As you can see, I said it was in the center, but actually, as you can see from the map, Prague is divided in two by a river. There are things to visit on the right side and also on the left side of Prague, but we decided to stay on the left side because it was less expensive and we had all we got around there. So talking about our stay, we spent around like 280 euros always, and it wasn't too bad. I mean, for a week it's kind of good. And also, if you want a discount on your first Airbnb stay, just go in the description. You have a code. You can get a maximum of 40 euros of discount on your first stay. Anyway, before going anywhere, we just find a place to eat. You can see maybe some images right there. The place was near the house, so it was very easy to find. The food was very good, and also we had a way too good beer. And all of this for just 16 euros, so approved. After lunch, we just came back to our stay so we can set up all our stuff in the house, and then we just left to go on the famous hill of Prague, on the left side of Prague. And it's the Petrin, I think it's pronounced like that, I don't know how. And it's the Petrin Hill. So on the Petrin Hill, there are some places to go. First of all, of course, is the Petrin Tower. So you can go on the top of this tower and you're gonna see all Prague from the left side. So you're gonna see the river too, and Prague divided in two by this river. And it's actually very cool, but it was very cold because, I mean, we went in February, so it wasn't too much hot, you know, it was winter anyway. After the Petrin Tower, if you go down, there is a mirror maze in the area. So if you want to have some fun, I mean, it's worth it. It's there. So if you want to go in, the price is not too much. So if you want to check it out, just go for that. I'm gonna put the prices right here so you can see how much we spent there. Then for the rest of the day, we just went to a walk around the hills to see how it was. And I think we just walked too much that day. It was all uphill and downhill. It was just a little bit hard. The next day, we stayed always in the same area. So there is a St. Nicholas Cathedral that you can visit. You can visit the church and you can visit also the tower. That is very interesting. In Prague, there are so many towers to visit, and there is very cool because you can see always the city from the top in probably every places you go. So that is pretty cool. The tower and the church, there are not so much expensive. I'm gonna put the prices right here. The same day, we just went to the beer museum that is located on the other side of Prague. So we just went there. The museum, it's kind of good. I mean, it's interesting. But the good thing is that you have, with the price included, you have a beer like maybe it's 1 liter for each person. It was included with the price of the ticket, so it was very good. The beer, it's very nice, so this is very recommended. If you go in Prague, just go there. It's worth it. It's very worth it. The day after that, we just decided to give more importance to the castle, of course, because the castle area has so many things to visit, so we just take, I think, all the morning to visit all the things. And there we had like the castle itself, you have the cathedral, and you have Gold Alley and other stuff like that. So of course, if you go in Prague, you have to go there because it's a must. For all these things, actually the price is not too bad. The price is right here, so you're gonna see it yourself. After all the morning visits, we decided to make a fast trip on the Illusion Museum that is located just in front of the clock tower, so in the other side of Prague. It's pretty fun to go there. I mean, maybe I'm gonna put some images so you can see how it is yourself. The place is very cool and not so much expensive. And with this, we closed that day. The day after, we decided to go to Alchemist Museum that was like near our stay. Actually, it wasn't too good, so, and the prices too, it's not too good. So if you want to check it out, just give it a look, but I'm not recommending that because it wasn't too interesting. So we decided to take an Uber to the old city and just go to visit the Clementinum library. It's a very big and old library in Prague, so of course here too it's a must. You have to pay for a visited guide, but it's worth it because you're gonna see the library. Actually, you cannot go inside the library because it's very old. They got like ancient books and stuff like that, so you cannot go inside, but you're gonna see the library from outside, from the main entrance. It's very beautiful, so it's very worth it. And also with the guided tour, you can go up to the tower in the library, so that is very cool too. So actually for the price, it's very good. Check it out. After that, on the way to go home, we just found a place called Steel Exhibition, so we just decided to make a stop there and just visit it. It was very cool. I mean, the people working there, they are very cool, so if you are around that area, I'm gonna show you what it is. Just check it out because it's very cool. I'm gonna put also some images and some videos right there so you can see how it is. And it's very cool, it's very interesting. The next day, finally, we decided to go to the clock tower, so the most common thing to visit in Prague. And with the guided tour, you go also in the old town hall. The old town hall is located underground, so it's very interesting to go there. And the price is very good for what you see. If you go in Prague, of course, you have to go there. Just you have to. Also, if you are in the center of Prague, in the old Prague, near the clock tower, you have to go in an old palace called Coloreto. So you have this palace, it is an actual old palace, so it's left like to itself, so it's kind of a bit ruined, but it's very interesting to go. The prices is like nothing, so if you are in the area, just go there and see how it is because it's very cool. And with that, we just finished our visits in Prague and we left our few days remaining to visit the city by walk. And sometimes we took Uber, sometimes we took also the electric scooter. And by the way, if you are in Prague and if you want to try the electric scooter, just don't try it. It's not worth it. I mean, it's kind of useless. You just go by walk. The city is small, so I mean, you don't need to use an electric scooter, so don't take it. Of course, in this week, we didn't spend our money just to visit things, so we spent money also in transportation and food, of course. And I'm gonna tell you all the expenses right now. Just keep in mind that for the food, we sometimes ate something outside in the restaurants, and sometimes we just bought something to cook in our home. We had the kitchen here in our apartment, so we could cook there, and sometimes we took like Uber Eats. You have to keep in mind that Prague is not an expensive city, and also you can take advantage of the conversion rate on the money. And we can say that also we didn't spend too much. I mean, if you stay there for a week, you can spend much more, or you just can save a little bit more. We did just a good budgeting, so you can take me for a middle reference. I mean, just between spending too much and saving too much. So that was it. Let me know in the comment if this kind of video was interesting to watch. Leave a like, subscribe to see more content like this, and this is it. So see you in the next video. Bye for now.